Welcome to day 5 of your 5-day challenge. Of course, this is the last day of which we're going to look at human behaviour and why it's so important to online programs, online communities, and really and to the success of your business. Of course, this week we've touched on how to build your online program. What do you want to include in it? Your online community, how you're going to go about doing it, where, what platform, where you're going to hang out with and connect with your community. We looked at niche. We looked at the importance of niche and getting very, very specific on who your ideal client is. Then we looked at how we're going to manage, how we're going to put all that together in our database, in our CRM. And of course, that is where we keep our information handy. So today, of course, is on human behaviour, why we do what we do and why is it important to business, how we're going to use this information effectively, and then, of course, the financial reward that you will gain from actually really nailing your client and really, really providing immense value through your program to your client and your community. At the core of every decision, it's based on values and beliefs. And those values and beliefs are the very, very nucleus of human behaviour. Every decision that you make, every thought that you have is based on a belief, whether they are conscious or things that you've learned from the past. They're there. There's a lot of theories that have been around for 50, nearly 100 years. As an educator, of course, I've had to look at those. But however, we don't need to do that here. But there's a lot of theory on how we link our thought processes, consciously and subconsciously, to values, and then, of course, how we play that out or how we act that out with our human behaviour. Now, those values, they're played out every day with our families, in our communities, in our world. And as a business owner, by really understanding your client and their human behaviour, we profile our clients. You can profile them. And by doing that, you can then connect in their language and what drives that person and what they believe is important through their values and beliefs. By actually really, really understanding the person that is in front of you, metaphorically, if you're online, but by understanding them and then actually connecting and communicating in a way that you really get them, that is critical. And that's what we do with human behaviour. Look, I've studied a lot of this over the years, and I'm sure you have too. Just life experience itself when you're dealing with customer service. You'll go to a restaurant, you'll go, that was great service. Or you could be, like something that happened to me recently where I had very poor customer service and, I looked at that person and thought, you are one very unhappy person. That is where we can come in and really help that client. Now, with human behaviour, by really understanding the type of client by their behaviour that you're dealing with or that you're working with, it means that you can guide your program. You can individualise what you do to suit their needs. I had someone just recently discuss a business proposal with me, and they just said, look, let's just set a date and let's just go and do it. And I said, look, the way I work is that I like to do a little bit of background research. I like to know what kind of client potentially that I'm looking for and how will I communicate through the human behaviour. And they said, no, let's just go for it. Let's just give it a crack and see what happens. Well, I don't believe you need to do that. I've shown through my Nurse Power for students that you don't have to do that you can, with just some very simple research, work out the type of behaviour that your ideal client will have, communicate in the right way. It'll save you loads of money financially, not only that, but time. And if you're anything like me, you still may be having a career where you have a job that pays the bills while you build your dream business. Really, really take some time to look at human behaviour, and it's really well worth examining human behaviour. And a lot of people who do mentoring and coaching, life coaching, they have done a lot of study in that, and it's absolutely critical to business success. So if you have any questions on human behaviour and how you can actually use it in your business, as ever, please put a question on the Facebook page or email me direct at bron@bronwatson.com. The task for today is for human behaviour is I'd like you to go back to day 1 of the challenge and look at what you wrote down with your beliefs and what your values were and what's important to success for you. Because the best way to understand human behavior, of course, is to understand yourself, understand what drives you, why you do what you do, and then we can replicate that through into your business. So really what I'd like you to do for today is actually go back to day one. Take a look at your values and your beliefs. Just write out whatever comes to you and email it through to me if you like, and I can actually help you understand what you're writing. The advantage of actually going back and looking at your values and your beliefs from day one and actually looking at your own human behavior, and it doesn't even matter what part of life it comes from, is that by understanding yourself, you'll have a much, much better understanding of those around you and what they're doing and why they're saying the things they are and how you can actually support that person. The second advantage of looking at human behavior and why it's so important to your business is by understanding yourself and those around you, you're actually able to notice patterns of behavior. Now, this is a whole different area which I won't cover right today. However, you can look at patterns of behavior and you'll see similarities, and that's where it comes in when dealing with your ideal client. So what this simply means is that you will be able to get the best from yourself, you'll be able to give the best of yourself to your community, and you'll be able to have that much clearer understanding of why people do what they do. And then, of course, you'll be a much better, capable leader. And, of course, that's what you are. When you have a community, you are a leader. Thank you so much for sharing in the 5-day challenge with me. I trust you've really gained value and will be able to implement some of the strategies immediately into your business. In the meantime, have a fantastic day and we'll be in touch soon. Bye for now.